So when he says it's covered by fiber, I did ask Jeff. I said, Jeff, tell me, LID1, he did. He told me LID1 legally has to pay for itself, right? It cannot be pulling from other. Can it pull from new builds fiber? Can it pull from the city fiber, city-owned fiber? Because right now everything's mushed together and there's not a clarity on that. So if Jeff says LID1 has to pay for itself, but then I read that we are overdrawn, where is that coming from? And how do we know that?
I do not know the answer to that question, but I do agree with Jeff's statement.
Mayor.
Go ahead, Paula.
Mayor and council, if you look on the treasurer's report, I think it's Fund 59. And as people pay their LID, their fee to be part of that, it pays back Columbia Bank. So it's paying for itself. It's not in the fiber, it's a separate, it's below that in 59 on your treasurer's report.
So,
Go ahead.
so when Councilman McCarthy brought up the report where it showed that it was in the red and it wasn't paying for itself, I think legal came back, or I don't know who came back. I'm sorry. Someone came back and said that, was it you? Someone came back and said that, oh, I'm so sorry. This is paraphrasing, but something about like it's paying for itself. I'm sorry. I can't paraphrase it. But I think the request that McCarthy put out was that, can we get it so they're itemized into those 3 different purses? Correct. And then please clarify if I'm going off. Is that something that you wanted so we could see if LID1's really paying for itself? Because isn't it kind of all mushed together when it's just showing that we're in the red majority of the time?
Mayor.
Go ahead, Tiff. Or hang on a second. Councilman Harjo had a question really quick, or something, and then who wants to go? You want Tiff go first, Councilman?
Tiff's always got good stuff to say.
All right, Tiff.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Tiff.
Okay, I think we're a little confused. An LID is a local improvement district. It's a construction project. Correct, it's under fiber. It's closed. It expended its entire funding. So there is no other, their operational services is paid through in their utility bill as a maintenance and operational need. Their construction, so the utility to their home is what they were assessed. There is no more, it's negative balance or any of that. It's one account that this was the cost that was approved as the total construction amount. Everybody shares the payment back. That's it. Their service gigabytes is a collective in maintenance and operational paid by a utility bill.
Now, is that being met? Oh, through the utility bill. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so again, to go to like the citizens, right? We need, oh, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
To go to the citizens' concern, I hear you out for sure, Mr. Newton. I'm all about freedom of choice, right? Like if people want it and it pays for itself, who am I to stand in the way? Here's where my heartburn is a little bit with it, is that initially it was for the SCADA system, right? So that fiber can be implemented within the utilities, so the city could read it quicker and more efficient. And then the idea came to fruition later on, like, well let's offer it to the citizens, right? A lot of that equipment that came in for the SCADA system and for that was being mixed, right? It was being used for, and I think that was a big concern. So it wasn't just like we bought this piece of equipment just for LAD1, right? It was bought for the SCADA system and it was a shared thing. And as you can tell maybe from this meeting, I am a little bit concerned about sharing projects, right? And how that's being managed. So I'm a little torn on this. We talked a little bit through email. I don't know if you can, yes, I know, sorry. But we talked a little bit through email, and I think I hope you saw some of, or saw my concerns through that. But I want you to know that I'm not, I campaigned against fiber, right? Against it, because I don't think the city should be in the utility business. I don't think government should be in the utility business. I don't think we should be in competition with the civilian sector, hence the pro shop. So So I'm struggling a little bit with this one. So.
Councilman, hang on 1 second. Councilman Harjo.
Mayor, Tiff, thank you. I don't need to mansplain over the top of what you said much more eloquently than I did. Maintenance and operation is the thing that handles this fund. It's the LID is closed. Construction is closed. This monthly subscription is a factor of M&O. For what Councilman Sanders, I think actually every council member up here speaking about fiber has referred to this as LID1, and LID1 was a construction project under the fiber umbrella. This affects every fiber user, both in new construction, commercial, and those that were a part of the LID1 construction. Their monthly M&O costs, especially as it's budgeted in the upcoming budget, will need to reflect these updates to the subscription through Idaho Regional Optic Network, because the bandwidth is a factor that scales with usage. And if we have users that are using it to its full capacity in their connection, we are obligated to make sure that our system has the capacity to do those things. I just want to clarify that this is, again, LID1 is closed. This is the entirety of every user on the fiber system, not just specifically the LID.
All right.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders.
and I hope I did not add to the confusion in making my comments. It really was toward the council, as we get ready to go in the next budget cycle, being aware that this particular expense has shown us its variability. And we will have to use our best prognostication skills to try to figure out what it's going to take to make sure we don't wind up in situations like we find in this particular bill run. But let me speak for a second as to this item and the notion of getting judicial confirmation for an LID number 2. I go back to the presentation made about how LID 1 was done, how it was funded, how it came to fruition, the assessments made, the closeout conducted. All of that made perfectly good legal sense. As a method of doing the construction, the LID has some advantages. If we are going to do construction to expand, and we don't have the cash to do it out of pocket, then I strongly suggest to my fellow council members that they look on the project of LID1 as an example of how it can be done and make their votes accordingly.
And I will tell you, council, however you vote, it's how you vote. But I will say that we have learned when you start a utility, whether that be water, wastewater, broadband, there's always nuances. I'm sure I can only fathom what our forefathers did with water or wastewater, or so this is another nuance with the broadband as well. So we've learned a lot. We know how to be more efficient. A lot of the infrastructure, I think, currently in certain locations is right there. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, I think our lead team is excellent. So, however you guys decide. Councilman McCarthy?
Just for clarification on this, we're just approving to have a public hearing date, correct? Not the actual going out for the confirmation of
I
that.
think this is the one where I have to go and file petition to the judge. There's some, okay, with this, I have to go to the judge to ask for the petition for judicial confirmation. The judge might come back and say, no. Go ahead, T.
Tiffany has something to say. Yeah, and the attorney really should, but you're correct, Councilman McCarthy. We have to set a public hearing to go out and seek a judicial confirmation, and we have to adopt an ordinance or a resolution to do so. And it would be for an opt-in network, and then you would go to the judge,
And
we'd
then you go to
submit.
the judge.
So there's quite a bit of process.
Go
So again, this is just to set the date. This is not to confirm the judicial confirmation.
Right.
Correct.
Just, I know we're kind of getting into the weeds.
Set off, and you guys don't get to make that call.
So yes.
You're welcome.
All right, council, what do you want to do?
Mayor,
Councilman Harjo.
make a motion to approve the staff to set a public hearing date to consider adoption of a resolution or ordinance authorizing the filing of a petition for judicial confirmation under the Idaho Judicial Confirmation Law to confirm the power of the city to construct and finance an open access optic network number 2.
There's a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
There's a second. Any further conversation, or
Ma-
sorry, communication?
Mayor,
Councilwoman?
I always want to hear what the public has to say, and that's what this is doing. It's allowing the public to speak. So I will support a date for a public hearing to hear the public say.
All right, there's been a motion in the second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Sanders.
Aye.
Councilman McCarthy.
Aye.
Councilman Workla.
Aye.
Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
All right. Okay, we're done. Oh, no.
No.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna run down to new business. All right, action item number 1, discussion decision regarding a recommendation of the Golf Advisory Committee recommendation that position of the golf professional be established and hired as a city employee. Council, what do you want to do?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders.
Mr. Mayor,
Wait,
I,
missing something?
Did I miss one?
We made him vote on this, but this still made it on the agenda with my amendment.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Hang on one second. We're not going to do new business just quite yet. We're going to do the what she did on the agenda of voting the 2, but I think we kind of all agreed that we're going to put them on.
So,
So go
but we
ahead.
were discussing too prematurely, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay, so this action item that was added, you're good with me? Okay. Was that I asked to create an action item under new business to appoint 2 appointees to P&Z and as what was voted on at the prior meeting. All right. So we can open up for discussion because I know we kind of jumped ahead with that with the Tishel. Mayor, please say what you're going to do.
Hmm?
Please say what you're going to do. You say you're going to call all 5 of them tomorrow, ask them.
Okay.
Right?
I'm listening. Keep
Right?
going.
Is that what you're saying? You're going to ask them for the invitation to see if they're open to serving not just on the impact fee committee, but also being a P&Z commissioner as well.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm open to having a special meeting on Friday just for this really quick to get it done, or again next week as well. I just want to hear what council wants. Not next week, 2 weeks.
All right, council. What do you guys want to do? Anything?
Mr. Mayor, I'll simply say if the will of the body is to go to a special meeting on Friday, I will need to do so either telephonically or by streaming because I will not be available.
I'm not.
Ooh.
You'll have to find a sub for the audio system.
Yeah.
Not that I can't be replaced.
That would be my 6th public meeting of the week.
Okay, fine.
I don't have that.
Mayor.
Councilwoman.
All right, this is a weird motion. I'm going to make a motion for the mayor to contact those 5 individuals tomorrow that applied for the impact fee committee to ask to see if they want to also be part of the P&Z commissioners as well. And then the mayor will put the 2 recommendations on the next city council meeting for city council to vote on.
Motion.
That was a motion.
Or sorry, a second. Sorry.
Second.
Did you say you almost dropped the F-bomb?
Oh.
Dang. Councilman McCarthy.
I thought it in my head a few times.
Just a
To
few.
ask if Paul, you see any issues with that motion, but. So.
Just
Yep.
roll
Okay.
with it.
It got to where it needed to go.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Councilman Workla.
Aye.
Councilman McCarthy.
Aye.
Councilman Sanders.
Aye.
Okay. Let's run down to action item number 2, or 1, technically. The discussion decision regarding recommendation of Golf Course Advisory Committee recommending the position of golf course professional to be established and hired as a city employee. Council, what do you want to do?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders.
for this particular action item, seeing how the council has not yet come to a conclusion on which, policy-wise, which way they want to travel with this, I would move that we take this recommendation under advisement and table it indefinitely.
Councilman Sanders, or McCarthy.
Clarification, this is action item number 1.
Yep.
I'll second.
Been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Sanders.
Aye.
Councilman McCarthy.
Aye.
Councilman Workla.
Aye.
Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Action item, discussion decision regarding recommendation that the Golf Advisory Committee recommend the city owns and operates Golf Course Pro Shop under guidance and expertise of the Golf Pro and Golf Director or Director of Golf.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders.
I move that we take this item as under advisement and table it indefinitely.
Second. Wait, stand by. Wait. What was your motion again? Say it again.
Table it.
Indefinitely?
Yeah, accept it under advisement and table it. We're not rejecting it. We're just going to study it for a while.
So there's been a motion. Do I have a second?
There was a second, wasn't
Well, I had.
Then she goes, wait.
I had to
Oh.
hear what you said again. I'm sorry.
Second.
It's been seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilwoman Workla.
Back to me.
Councilman McCarthy.
Aye.
Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Councilman Sanders.
it? Aye.
Councilwoman Workla.
Aye.
Run down to action item number 3, the discussion decision regarding the recommendation of Golf Course Advisory Committee recommending to adopt the 4UP golf management software system for the golf course operations. Please, council, don't table this one.
Mayor.
Councilman Harjo.
In the discussions regarding the adoption of 4UP Golf, was there also any discussion about, oh gosh, now I'm pulling a blank on the system. There was no, the GPS and messaging based system. Was that Golf Now?
That was TrackMan, wasn't that?
No,
No. that
that's
wasn't
the track, that's the system to put on the golf carts.
Oh,
I
Corral
believe it
curve.
was Golf Now.
right.
Golf
Which-
Now was the other one. I've looked at 4 different sorry.
Go ahead. You're good. Good.
I got 4 recommendations and I had 4 Zoom calls with each one of these. 4UP Golf is used by 80% of municipalities in Idaho. Okay? And I had a list of the golf courses that you got the email on that city municipalities run that. So I'm very big on this because you need to have the tools to do the job. I would challenge any one of you council members, come out there on a Saturday and Sunday and watch that system crash. Why I'm checking in 25 players. It's embarrassing. You don't have a system that you can't ring up people properly and your credit card machine crashes. Maybe it's fiber optics.
The heck, no. No,
But-
it's I think it's the
It's,
the
your
point.
system is living in the old ages and it creates poor customer service. So this is the best system out there by far. And I helped install this in Idaho Falls and the golf pros there love it. Everybody loves it. It's simple. It's so simple. And you won't have customer service issues like we have. And you're losing money because of this. I could give you an example where Saturday, yeah, just,
Mayor.
I make that challenge to anybody. Come out there. and
Councilman
see it.
Harjo. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead,
Yeah, no,
Councilman
I'm
Harjo.
I found the system that I was thinking of here. So 4UP being the platform of scheduling the rounds of golf and the point of sale system for that function. Tag Marshal is the adjacent system that has integration, both cited on 4UP and Tag Marshal sites. Um, this is a concurrent system that would again be a force, I guess a service fee based system that puts tracking GPS and a two-way messaging on the carts. Do we have any target to go that direction with the course? The integrations that offers are fairly rich, especially in the sense I've been saying for a while, my pretty legitimate concern on the number of carts that are damaged that we have under lease. This provides, first and foremost, in my opinion, a geofencing capability that will alert our city staff when a golf cart is either being mistreated, taken off course in places that they're getting damaged. As well, it gives real-time feedback on the pace of play, has two-way messaging back and forth between the clubhouse and the cart itself, and as well could be utilized by the concessionaire for ordering. I want to, before going too far into just the 4UP golf management software aspect, I guess, do we have any target to integrate to that level or not in the near future?
So geofencing is putting boundaries. They can't drive that cart there. The cart dies. They have to back up out of it. So they can't drive in the rough. They can't drive over that rock. It solves your problem. That's something that's going to come at a cost to put that type of system in, which is a little more expensive. I think that's something we need to look at for next year's budget.
I appreciate you considering that, because while there is a cost to this, we are already incurring significant cost to damage to carts that, again, we have an obligation under lease. But I think that should remain a focus. Thank you.
Go ahead, Councilman.
Jake, hi. Can you come up here? Well, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you're involved on this conversation. All right. So you've been here a very long time. I just want to see, are you seeing that? Are you seeing people taking the carts and using them in terrain they're not supposed to?
Well, golf carts drive in the native rough area all the time, which has badger holes and all that stuff, which is where the carts are breaking. Tie rods, stuff like that.
Like, what do you think of this product?
I don't know. I think I as a golfer, I hate it, but as a superintendent, I like it. So, I mean, I've played golf courses where they have it on the carts, and like they'll put like 30 yards away from greens, stuff like that, so you can't drive up next to the greens. Staying on the cart paths around tee boxes, stuff like that, So, I mean, I don't know. I'm up in the air on it. As a superintendent, I would be for it. As a golfer, I'd probably not like it as much. I don't know. It would be good to have at the golf course, right? Because we do, like Carjo says, it's the golf carts right now, and so we keep spending money to keep them going.
So you're experiencing damage from the driving in rough terrain?
Yeah, I think last year, just off the top of my head, I think we probably replaced, talked to my mechanic, but I would say no more than 10, but no more than 10, but no less than 5, somewhere in that area where we're fixing the tie rods and stuff like that.
So really quick, Councilman Harjo, so this is the 4UP discussion, are you wanting to try to get that tag, whatever, the tag marshal, not tag, what is it called again?
So I get, my question is, I fully understand the need and the use of 4UP.
Okay.
My question is, do we have any target to integrate with Tag Marshal at any point in the future? We can get the council some further data on this, some early info that Jeff Rhodes had put together back in August, I want to say, of last year, shows year one cost to acquire that system and to get everything in place at around 23,000. Again, this is not a Scott Harjo saying we need this today, but in what protection we need for our assets that are under lease, I would highly recommend us keeping this in focus.
Mayor?
Copy that. And then really quick, so I'll get 4UP, no cost, right?
Right.
So go ahead.
Oh.
Councilman.
Integrates with Golf Now. Our system now does not integrate with Golf Now into your Zen system. And
Right.
people show up saying they paid on Golf Now, which we've even had people show me their bank statement that they paid and it doesn't show in our system.
That was my question. Yeah, it didn't, there's no attachment to number 3. So I was just the cost, right? So you
No.
said
It's number 4.
we're on number 3 though, right?
Number 3 was the recommendation. 4 is the actual agreement.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it?
It's gonna take about a 30-day integration to do this. I talked to Brent Brown, who's 4UP Golf. It's just a matter of execution.
Council, what do you want to do on the 4UP?
Mayor, is it, sorry.
Councilwoman Workla?
Yeah, I still had more questions. So, is this being addressed now before our budget hearing because of the golf carts being damaged?
Well,
During
the
golf
4UP Golf
current
is,
time.
is more of is your point of sale system.
Oh, okay.
It's also for tournament operations. It's also for your round bellies have a way of checking in properly. And your ladies league and your men's league and everybody checking in properly.
It's the system just to, all the check-in, like you can call, make tee times, all that kind of stuff. It has nothing to do with the golf carts.
Right. 4UP Golf is a golf management software that is your point of sale system.
Okay, and there is a fee on here.
Mayor.
Hang on a second. Councilman Center had something? You want?
It's the same fee that you pay right now with Golf Now.
Okay, gotcha.
It's the same fee. You're not, it's a washing one and it's a balance, check and balance thing is what it is.
Okay.
Because you're paying Golf Now, you're giving away 2 tee times. It's the same thing with 4UP.
Okay, thank you.
That they sell and Golf Now will integrate with 4UP. 4UP integrates with everything. And what he's talking about is something completely separate. There's other companies out there that have geofencing that I can work on that project, get more bids on that for next year's budget is kind of what I'm ready. But the 4UP Golf make us money and make this operation. We have our own webpage. It will integrate with the city system. You can book online. We can be a totally cashless properly. We can meet people in the parking lot with you check in with your app. You book on your app. They've already prepaid. We check them in. It's going to get more rounds of golf out there. That's what this is about.
Mayor, thank you. There is a monthly pricing, costs about, in total, about $963 a month, according to the
They're
contract.
putting that back to us, I believe.
They're, according to this, they're showing a hardware credit of up to $2,000. But in the products and services, it says per monthly pricing in our packet.
I believe that's the trade out of the golf tee times, but it's something that needs to, it's.
We need more clarification on that because we
Or did
don't,
you
I
have
thought
to-
this was completely.
No,
Councilman McCarthy?
I just want to make a swift point. At the top, it's saying if client does not sign and accept this license agreement by 5/10, the 4UP offered pricing for service will expire. So do we even really have a true, is this going to change or?
I can get that adjusted to whatever date.
It's not uncommon.
I just,
Yeah.
That, like, usually they're only good for so long and then.
So, Mayor,
Councilwoman Workla?
so if we add up all these quantities here, the per monthly pricing is around 900 and something. So that is not coming back. That's what we're paying in addition to.
You'll make that up in green fees in one
Mayor.
weekend.
Okay, so we're not breaking even though. That's a different story. We're having a different.
Exactly.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead, Tiff.
Tiff's got it.
Right here, it says method of payment, inventory exchanges 1 tee time a day. You're not, in lieu of you monetarily wise, you're going to give them one tee time a day. In lieu of not paying any dollars to them.
So that will supplant the 963 value.
Councilman McCarthy, or,
Thanks,
sorry,
Steve.
Mr. Councilman Sanders?
And there's, sorry,
Just to save me the time from having to look it up, what's the current price for a round of golf? Adult, on a weekday.
I was gonna tell you weekend.
What's the highest price for a round of golf?
30,
for an adult?
33, green fee's 33 plus 22 for the card, so it's about $55. Weekend is 39 plus
Not
per
including
seat,
the cart, just the green fee.
33, 32 on the weekday for 9. It's 39 on the weekend, I know that.
Okay,
33 on the weekday.
and is it still, because I have to admit, I haven't met play around yet this year.
Right.
Are you still limiting tee times to groups of no more than 4?
There's been situations where we let 5 out when they're in different situations, and I monitor their place of play, and they were, as long as they're keeping up, and if they don't keep up their pace, I break them up. So there's been 2 situations where people have booked for 8 and they show up with 5.
Well, the reason I'm asking is I'm looking at the method of payment, and it says 1 tee time per day.
I'm on to the course.
If I take the foursome, which is the preferred number, and I multiply it by the $39, and then I'm generous in saying we get at least 270 playing days a year, not being canceled for other reasons, then this payment, this exchange for 1 tee time a day works out to over $42,000.
We're still getting cart rental off them.
I'm looking at the cost of the system you're presenting to us
They-
and the payment they're requiring.
They discount that tee time below your tee time.
I don't care what they do it. You're talking about revenue generation, and I'm talking about what we would get if we didn't have this system in place and somebody played.
I think we do that right now with Zen.
Yeah, you do. You currently do that with Golf Now and Zen.
I think. I don't know for sure. I think that's what we.
I'm fairly certain that, Mayor, sorry.
Go ahead, Tiff.
I'm fairly certain that in the Zen software, we do give out tee times. And I know for a fact in Golf Now we do in exchange and the Golf Now is in a lieu of advertising of the course. I'm not savvy to golfing, so apologies here. You addressed a foursome, meaning 4 people would go
Players.
play. So if I book a tee time with 4 individuals, that's how you're getting to the 40,000 mark. Because I right away went down to just an individual play is roughly about 12,000, and I didn't shy the good year of golf. I did 365.
Yeah, when it talks about a tee time,
It doesn't matter.
that's not an individual green fee. That is the time opportunity window for a group to start play.
So can you control that? I guess is my ask.
But yeah, we give
To
them
not be a
certain
foursome.
working windows. We're not going to give them prime time.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders?
the current system we have includes this exchange. You're giving up 2 tee times in one system and 1 tee time in another.
I don't know that answer. In fact,
We're
I know
talking
for
about
sure they're
integrating
one.
this with Golf Now. And Golf Now we currently use with Zen. And I know at least with Zen, we're giving up at least one tee time. So somewhere in the current system, we have 2 blocked out already. So I'm guessing we're giving up 3 tee times right now of the current system we're using.
And that's
If we integrate a new system, that's not going to change because they're asking for 1 tee time for 4 up. And we're still going to be integrating with Golf Now where we're giving up 2 tee times. And do we get to control which tee times those are?
Well, right now, you're giving away prime time to Golf Now.
I don't think we were giving them away at. That's what I'm asking. Can we direct what those tee times are?
Councilman Sanders, Mayor.
Go ahead.
I know that in Golf Now you can't. The city can control what times they want to give out in Golf Now
In Golf
software.
Now.
I cannot speak for the other one though, unfortunately.
It's controlled by the tee sheet when you have a block of a group, there's no tee times available. For example, when we had the Dobbs tournament, there was no golf now tee times available. So typically what they're doing is discounting those tee times based on availability that we set. So yes, I would say yes to that, but I can get a definite answer.
Okay, council.
So,
Mr. Mayor?
Mayor, sorry.
No, I defer to the good lady.
Councilwoman McLaughlin.
All right, so where's this money coming from, right? So, okay, like if you have your own business, you can foresee that, project that, hey, it's going to bring in more revenue and, you know, it's going to pay for itself. But where we work off a fiscal budget, that's not a thing where we can just say, oh, I think it's going to bring in more money. Let's just go approve this in the middle of a fiscal year, right? So my question, I guess, is where will this come from if it is going to be that additional 900 some a month?
It's a wash with your current system.
Go ahead.
We don't have a budget. We don't have a GL for this. We don't know where the. So where would the money come from if we approved it tonight? Then I can't vote for that. There's no way.
Councilman Harjo.
What Tiff was expressing, and I had mistakenly looked past on our point, that $968 value of the per monthly pricing that I mentioned there, that was in all added up for the per monthly pricing, is in exchange for that one tee time. So there's no out of pocket cash being.
It's a 1-for-1.
Correct. That is in lieu of the 900 and some odd dollars that this monthly fee would be, that you're giving up a daily tee time. So I was mistaken in the perspective of this is what there's a monthly cost. There's actually no financial cost in the sense that we're paying a monthly charge. We're exchanging that monthly charge for one tee time a day.
It's a method
And
of
that,
payment.
and that goes to Councilman Sanders' point, I believe, of what
It's an
the
exchange
value,
of value.
what the value of the tee time might exchange to.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders.
thank you, Councilman Harjo, for that. There is only one other area I'm going to ask you to take a look at and help me understand. Fees for payment services. This appears to be billing for the use of electronic transfers of funds. That is not covered under the exchange tee time. This is clearly going to bill us a flat fee equal to 20% or 20 cents per transaction, or fee equal to 0.95% of the total transaction. How is that going to appear on our costs?
Mayor,
Councilman Harjo.
Councilman Sanders, where are you finding
Look
that?
above additional terms and conditions. You'll see a category right above that that says fees. This is dealing with electronic payments.
What do we pay right now with our electronic payment fee?
Okay, so that's already budgeted and expensed against. That's my question. Okay, thank you.
I have on 233, Council. All right.
So, Mr. Mayor, help me keep a stake where I know where I'm at. We on 3 or 4?
We're on 3.
On 3.
For action item number 3 for a motion.
Yes, sir.
I move that we
I think they're saying.
take the recommendation of the Golf Advisory Committee on the adoption of the 4-up management system software for golf course operations. Because it's asking us for they're making a recommendation that we acknowledge that we act. I slipped my terms there. We take this under advisement and take action on it in the next action item session. Because they're not really asking us to do any other, they're making a recommendation to us.
So there's a motion to have a second
What is the motion again?
to take their recommendation. Approve their recommendation. Because remember, the next one, the one where you decide if you want to do that or not.
The motion is to take their recommendation under advisement.
So I was just speaking with our treasurer here, and while we were looking at numbers, this is a lot of information to try to take and make a decision on. I was actually going to make a motion before you did, was trying to table this, so we can just do a little bit further deep dive on it, since there's a lot of unknowns, and then potentially, right, go from there.
Mr. Mayor. Councilman Workla, process of taking it under advisement is to receive the information, in this particular instance, not take action on it. It's to acknowledge that it's there, we've received it, we thank them for their hard work, and we're going to study it. This is not the action item on the agenda tonight where we are being asked to say yes or no to implementing it.
Not this one, but number 4 would.
Number 4 will be a different discussion.
Mayor.
Councilman Harjo?
Councilman Sanders, the only issue that I find with that is the verbiage of our action item is recommending the adoption. So the motion in recognizing their recommendation, are we of differing opinions that means that we are not adopting the 4-up golf management system? I'm just trying to make sure I fully understand what your motion intends to accomplish.
The intent of the motion essentially would be the same. The result of the motion would be the same as if this were tabled for further review.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay, council, there's been a motion regarding the recommendation for Golf Advisory Committee recommendation to adopt the 4-up golf management software system, golf course operations. Do I have a second? Councilman McCarthy.
I just, yeah, I understand, Councilman Sanders, your motion to take it under advisement. I guess I feel tabling to take it to the next meeting for further consideration is a little bit more clear cut. So I guess I just haven't asked for your motion, would you be open to table until the next?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders.
Councilman McCarthy, please consider that if we act on 4 in the positive, then 3 becomes moot.
Should have been one.
saying the same thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know.
Second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Sanders.
Aye.
Councilman McCarthy.
Aye.
Councilwoman Workla.
Aye.
Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Okay, action item number 4, discussion decision regarding the 4-up golf management software system agreement and execute the documents. Council.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Sanders,
let's keep the wheels of this cart turning.
please.
Now we're into the action. I'm deciding whether or not it is in the best interest of the city and the golf operations to move forward with this software, integrate into our system. looking over the proposal, looking over its application, looking over what we currently have been using. You bear in mind, folks, the mayor asked me a while back to sit with them as they started going through data that was coming out of that system. And I think we all had to go visit the Elmore County Eye Center as a result. While we were getting headaches while we were trying to figure out what was being spit out of that system. I am not a fan of the current system. I would like to see it changed. I'm going to recommend to my fellow council members that we make this move. I think it will serve us immediately. I think it will serve us in the long term, regardless of how we approach other policy issues around the golf course.
Mayor, Councilman.
In doing some research between the 4UP product, one of the things that stands out to me on 4UP's website is that they're making a direct one-to-one in product versus product between 4UP and Golf Now. On our agenda, we have the golf management software Zen under now new business item 5 or 6 or whatever we pushed it down to, which is one facet of that. And I fully agree that things basically DOS based. It's horrendous. But is the intent of 4UP to replace both Golf Now and Zen?
Gentlemen?
Because that's not what our agenda totally reflects, if that's the intent.
Yeah, 4UP will replace Zen. And Golf Now will integrate.
But
So when you book on with Golf Now, they still pay their $3 fee and the revenue is directly yours. So Golf Now is making $3 off every tee time currently. You're giving up tee times to them. Golf Now is a application that you can book tee times. 4UP is an application that you can book tee times. 4UP has more capabilities of doing better tee sheet management than Zen. Zen, you cannot even do a split tee sheet to create play when you have a course closed for an event, and you can still be having other golfers out there. That capability is not available now with Zen Golf.
Mayor,
Councilman Harjo.
fully understanding that, but now we're going to have a product in 4UP where we're only going to be using it for tee sheet management and
Not just tee sheet management.
not the online
Oh, you-
booking
Yeah,
portion.
4UP is a booking, online booking. and
Well,
it's
why
us.
would we retain Golf Now and pay for 2 services concurrently, or have two services concurrently?
Golf Now does not integrate with your future fencing, does not integrate with also with tee sheet management for future simulation golf.
So are we not going to get the full suite of service out of 4UP?
Golf Genius, which is a tournament management thing to do tournaments, it integrates with there's Blue Now Golf, which is used by the Idaho Golf Association. They do their tournaments on that. That's integrated with 4UP Golf.
I get where you're going. The question is, why would we have 2 concurrent booking systems
We want as
4UP
many people
when the
booking tee
4UP
times.
suite
Yeah.
covers the entirety of the service of both booking,
Yes.
point of sale, course management, tournament management. If we're going to adopt 4UP, are we not adopting the entire suite?
Yes, we are.
So why would we
That's-
retain Golf Now?
Mayor.
Tiff?
Councilman Harjo, we engaged in with Golf Now specifically for advertisement outside of us. Golf Now reached nationally, so we took that for the tee time, and I have the agreement before you. If the council would like to terminate it, I think as staff level, we're okay with that. Like, I don't think it's here nor there on Golf Now. The concern is Zen is very outdated, and that's what, and we all agree to
Agree.
that, right? Like, that's our ask is Zen, and if you guys want to terminate Golf Now, by all means, I'll do I have the email drafted to go to you now. Well, we can work that angle, and I'll put it on the next agenda. So
So right
I
now,
just
guys, right, so right now, let's just focus on the 4UP, and I know where you're going. I agree with your synopsis of that. I agree. Yeah, well, there's no reason to have 2 systems doing the same thing. So,
Golf Now is still going to book with us.
and
right.
Yeah.
Fine.
We're not giving away a tee time to them.
Correct.
They're going to make their $3. They discount their rate but they're not gonna be able to discount the rate. We're gonna get our rack rate for our green fee, and we're still getting a cart rental off that.
So
if
Councilman
they rent a
Sanders,
cart.
sorry, Councilman Sanders made a motion. Is there a second for Up Management Golf Software System?
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Okay.
Councilwoman Workla.
So we have some tabling indefinitely. I don't like that. I know city staff doesn't like that. What's the problem with just getting this stuff on the next city council agenda, put a date to it? Because guess what? He's looking up a whole bunch of stuff that he researched on his own. Good for him. It's not in my packet. I didn't know where to go. I click on Civil Plus. I'm so sorry, I'm looking at you. I click on Civil Plus and it's blank, right? It just has a agenda item and then there's no attachment to it. So I need time because right now it's a foreign language. I'm not a golfer, so I need time. Hey, Chris, I need time.
I'll be glad to train you.
Yeah, no, I just need time because it sounds like you do know what you're talking about. It sounds like it, right? So
Come spend a Sunday with me or Saturday.
oh, dude, I hear you're very busy. Oh my goodness. So, what does council feel about that? Can we just table it to the next city council meeting so I can see what Scott found and
Do like a Zoom presentation.
Mayor,
Councilman
I
Harjo.
I definitely hear you, Councilwoman Workla. Councilwoman Workla, if I could enunciate tonight, that'd be awesome. Yeah, no, a lot of this is just digging and digging and digging, you know, and understanding what system integration looks like from a software perspective. I think there's an opportunity to take a look at some of like their entire product suite. I went and just went to their website and started digging. It's not in the packet because that wasn't necessarily the intent for this purpose in replacing Zen as the system. But I think, you know, when we're discussing adopting a Forup Golf Management software system, their system is actually a suite of different applications. My main focus is if we're going to adopt the software system as a suite, why are we having a parallel function that does the same thing? And that I won't rehash all that, but we do have a motion, we do have a second for this particular part. I guess we can circle back to the
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Councilwoman Workla.
I abstain. I have no idea what I'm voting on.
Councilman McCarthy.
For the software, sorry.
Yep.
Just 3 words. From the recommendation staff, Jake, Chris, sounds like Zen's pretty much not what we need. Understand that we also don't want necessarily tie one hand behind your back, especially out at the golf course, while we, city council, figure out what direction we're going with. That in favor of this, if we're moving forward to that 4 up, that it will assist during this time. I hope that we can at least look at the program, the Golf Now, and figure out the redundancy on that. So for that, I will vote aye.
Sanders.
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna run down to the action item, discussion decision regarding the termination of the existing golf management software Zen.
Mayor.
Councilman Harjo.
make a motion to approve regarding approve the termination of these existing golf management software systems in.
Second.
I just would like the record to reflect there is a typo. It is SZEN.
Zen.
Yes.
No wonder why I couldn't find no.
Zen.
All right,
Sorry.
it's been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman McCarthy.
Aye.
Councilman Workla.
Abstain.
Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Councilman Sanders.
Aye.
All right, we'll run down to executive session. Do I have a council member want to motion us into executive session?
Mayor.
Council. No, executive session.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Mayor,
Councilman Harjo.
make a motion to enter executive session pursuant to Idaho Code 742061B.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilwoman Workla,
Hey.
Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Councilman McCarthy.
Aye.
Councilman Sanders.
Aye.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, council.
Mayor, can we take like a 3.5 minute break to find the necessary room? I'll look to see if I can find some Everclear.